In 1995, a man named Babani Sissoko from Mali walked into the Dubai Islamic Bank. He wasn't an ordinary visitor. He had a plan no one could imagine. With his smooth talk and mysterious personality, he quickly became friends with the bank manager, Mohammed Ayub. Then Sissoko made a shocking claim. He was a wizard who could use jinn and black magic to double money. The bank manager, amazed by Sissoko's confidence, believed him. Soon, Ayub helped Sissoko transfer $242 million from the bank. Sissoko then left for America, where he spent the money on luxury cars, big houses, expensive jewelry, and a lavish lifestyle. He lived like a king, surrounded by wealth and glamour. But his extravagant life attracted attention. The US government noticed, and Sissoko ended up in a legal battle. This unbelievable story of fraud and magic actually happened. It's backed by court records, lawyer testimonies, and evidence. How did Sissoko convince a top banker to give him millions? And how did he use his so-called magic to pull off this massive scam? Stay tuned as we uncover the full story behind one of the world's most daring frauds. Sissoko began chanting in a strange voice, swaying side to side. Suddenly, the apartment's electricity went out, plunging everything into darkness. Moments later, a loud noise came from another room, and a man burst out, screaming that a jinn had appeared and attacked him. The bank manager was shocked and didn't know how to react. Sissoko laughed and told him not to worry, explaining that such events were normal when dealing with a jinn. He said the jinn might be uncomfortable with a stranger's presence and suggested the manager step outside until the process was finished. Scared and confused, the manager agreed. While waiting outside, he heard strange sounds, music, movement, thunder, and even saw smoke seeping out from under the door. The room was still smoky, but on the table was a pile of cash. Sissoko pointed to it and said, "Here's your money, doubled. You gave me 100,000 and now it's 200,000. The manager was amazed. He picked up the money and confirmed it was indeed double the amount he had given Sissoko. Completely convinced, the bank manager believed Sissoko's act of sorcery. From that point on, the manager began transferring large sums of money to Sissoko, convinced of his ability to double it. He even set up a special account for Sissoko at the bank and kept depositing funds. The story became even more unbelievable, as millions of dollars were transferred from the bank to Sissoko, all because the manager thought he was dealing with a real sorcerer. The money never doubled as promised, yet AO kept transferring more and more of the bank's funds to Sissoko. Between 1995 and 1998, the bank manager made an incredible 183 transfers to Sissoko's accounts. These accounts weren't just in Dubai. They were spread across the US, Switzerland, France, and other countries. Altogether, the transfers added up to a shocking $242 million. Sissoko's extravagant lifestyle. After tricking the bank manager and securing millions, Sissoko left Dubai in 1995 and returned to his home village Dabia in Mali. The village was very poor, but Sissoko spent months there showering people with gifts, money, and starting projects to improve the local economy. The villagers saw him as a hero and called him Baba Sora, meaning a father figure. A few months later, in early 1996, Sissoko moved to New York while the bank manager continued transferring millions to him. In New York, Sissoko opened an account at Citibank, one of the biggest American banks at the time. Sissoko successfully moved over $100 million from his account in Dubai to his new account in the US. Sissoko's new wife, an employee at Citibank, likely helped facilitate his transactions. Though her help may not have been necessary, it made the process smoother. In return, he gave her $500,000 and continued to spend generously on her. In July 1996, Sissoko tried to buy 2 decommissioned US military helicopters, claiming they would be converted into air ambulances for his village. Sissoko was held in a Swiss prison awaiting extradition to the US. He hired American lawyer Thomas Spencer, who visited him in Geneva. Before meeting Sissoko, the prison director made an unusual request to delay the extradition. Sissoko went on a massive spending spree, buying $500,000 worth of jewelry in one visit and up to 4 cars weekly. He married over 10 women in Miami, renting more than 20 apartments for them. Meanwhile, Dubai Islamic Bank's manager continued transferring money to him, canceling debts on his unlimited credit cards for unknown reasons, possibly due to fear, threats, or manipulation. In March 1997, Sissoko's bribery trial began. Despite his lawyers advising him to deny the charges, he confessed in court, taking full responsibility. His lawyers were baffled, especially Thomas Spencer, who later suspected that Sissoko confessed to avoid further investigations into his finances. Sissoko received a light sentence, 43 days in jail, and a $250,000 fine. He served half his sentence before being released under house arrest after donating $1 million to a homeless shelter. After completing his sentence, he returned to Mali, where he was warmly welcomed. Despite his legal troubles, Sissoko continued to receive money from the Dubai Islamic Bank and spent it generously on failed projects and gifts to his followers. He became known for his lavish spending, living like a modern-day Robin Hood. In March 1998, the bank's accountants started noticing discrepancies in the transfers, leading to suspicions. The bank director, feeling the pressure, eventually confessed to a colleague, admitting he had transferred large sums to Sissoko, unsure whether it was due to being under a spell or other reasons. The bank director wrote down that Sissoko took 890 million dirhams, about $242 million. His colleague was shocked, realizing it could ruin the bank. Panic spread among the bank's clients, and the government stepped in, assuring everyone that deposits were safe. They also revealed that the bank's director and 2 associates were arrested for embezzling up to 500 million dirhams. Most of the loss was covered by the bank's owners, and the government took a major share of the bank. Sissoko was sentenced in absentia while in Mali. In 1999, Dubai Islamic Bank sued Citibank for accepting large transactions without proper checks, but Citibank paid no damages. Investigations showed the bank director and associates didn't benefit from the transfers, all of which went to Sissoko. Interpol issued an arrest warrant for him, but he stayed in Mali, which has no extradition treaties. He later became a diplomat, winning a seat in Mali's parliament in 2002, giving him immunity. However, his fortune shrank, and he lost his seat in 2014. He returned to his village, where he lived until his death in 2021. In a rare 2018 interview, Sissoko claimed he once had 400 million but only embezzled $242 million. He laughed off questions about magic and denied robbing the bank, suggesting the bank should explain the missing money. Sissoko's extravagant spending and mysterious wealth remain unexplained. He believed money was insatiable, and he continued to live freely until his death. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and check out other amazing videos. Thanks for watching.